Hey Noob, welcome back to another episode of Noob to Pro Season 2, where I take a brand new account from the ground up, and we just finished the Tower Trials arc in one fell swoop, supposedly, and I think it is time to begin the Great Rift arc. Now, this is going to take a while, boys, and obviously we're not going to be doing alternative packages. That you have to pay for that, and this is free to play, boys. No money spent here. Now, what has changed? So some time has passed since the last episode, like raid. Actually, I believe this is a brand new alliance. My previous one kicked me out because I wasn't logging in, or I was logging in, they just didn't like me, they just didn't like me, so I joined this other alliance. It a joy. Shout outs to you guys if any of you guys from this alliance is watching my video, and they have a 13% gold bonus. And yeah, as long as I'm in a raid, I'm able to get these king's tokens, which I am saving my tokens up for. Now, I haven't really been playing, guys. I actually haven't even been logging in to do dailies, so if you're following along, you should definitely be way further than I am and much more resources, because to be honest, ever since I completed Tower Trials, it's within the same season. The season is about to end, as you can see, 3 days, 17 hours, right? So I didn't even go. I don't think I even went back and I didn't even do this. So I completed that, and literally I have not been logging in, boys. Okay, I have been slacking. Now, what has changed though? I believe I did craft this diary, and I've been using diary to do some of my flags, so expedition. So I've been doing like gold, right? So I'm gonna do one just to show you. So this is with a diary, which gives us 20% more expedition rewards. So that is nice. And this is not like food, by the way. You can do the multiplier, and it is 1-to-1. So you definitely want to do the multiplier. This is a recent change that they did. So it is not like food where you kind of want to do 5 food runs for maximum efficiency. So don't worry about that, to be honest. I wish they let you do like 6, 12 flag runs or something like that. So we're running Inrad, of course. I did not level up anybody, dude. Like I literally haven't touched the account, boys. Okay, I haven't even been like grinding or anything, and the money is from like me doing like, I don't know, just stuff. I just get the money, bro. I just get the money. I haven't been spending it. So we're just looking for one Enrath, man. That is it. This is the most brain dead that I can do, and just hit glow, and he's only level 18. Not many heroes can do this, by the way. Even the hard setup with the 4 big like goblin pigs or whatever, Enrath can do it. Easy peasy, just like that, and we get the 20% and 2,800. Boom, easy money, easy money. Now, I pretty much have our team comp, and let's look at the account. Okay, so we have phase 15, all the chapters, so we're done with invasion. We did complete Tower Trials, so I'm not doing Tower Trials ever freaking again, man. We completed it. Completing means that we completed all the way to floor 20. We didn't 100% it, but that is a-okay. We got this, which is the new hero scroll, which is pretty rare. I haven't actually used it, so let's go ahead and use it. Is this thing right here. It's a guaranteed new hero. Okay, Kane. Great. Kane is good for item generation once you awaken him, but for this account, I am not worried about that. So I haven't been doing any scrolls. Definitely don't do this King's tokens for new. I know for new players, it is very tempting to do this. Absolutely don't freaking do it, dude. You need these King's tokens to awaken heroes, and there are a lot of freaking heroes now, and you will be more than happy that you save them in the future. So let's go ahead and change this back. What did I have? I had this, and I have some of these. These are for relic forging. I've not really been doing relic re-rolling, to be honest. I'm not gonna really go down that rabbit hole. We can try to do some stuff, but I'll let you guys figure that one out on your own. And to be honest, I have literally all the heroes that I could ever want. The rest of these heroes that I have full hero logs, so I'm not really like, I have like the kind of the quote unquote the best hero logs. Also, Seirang is the newest hero now. She's pretty good, but since I have Lunaire, I don't feel like compelled to like go after her, right? Or Mono, for example. The only other hero on this list that I'm like, oh, I would like to have is probably Ian, because Ian kind of is one of those DPS staples, and going to do Great Rift, and because of that, I do have all the heroes that I would want as a starter hero for Great Rift. So if you're unfamiliar how Great Rift works, you actually select a hero. So let's just go to Great Rift to show you real quick. So you select your altars, right? So you have to select your altars. Since I don't have Altar of Death, you have to go with the default 6. Easy peasy. Then you select your heroes. Then you're supposed to pick at least one hero to go in Great Rift with. So say for example, we want to do Rye, right? So we confirm, and then boom, we go into it. So you only need to own the hero that you want to go into Great Rift with, right? And of all the comps and the things that I find that it is top tier, phase 15 material, I have literally all the heroes, right? So, and it doesn't matter if we leveled them up or not, right? Because in Great Rift, it is a roguelike mode where you start from nothing and you build up during the mode, right? And it's very different than regular King God Castle. That's why it's kind of treated in like a different separate entity in its own. So we only need to own the hero. Now, the only benefit of actually leveling up the hero outside of Great Rift is for example, in Wrath, whatever the potential ability, so 4 and 8, and the Awakening, if I have any of those unlocked outside of Great Rift, then when we start with that hero or get that hero in Great Rift, they will immediately have those abilities. So if you follow me, so if you don't have, say for example, Mel, right? I have Mel level 1. That means I don't have level 4, level 8 potential abilities, or I don't have Awaken ability. When I get Mel or choose to start with Mel, I will not have level 4, level 8, or Awakening unlocked from the get-go. I actually have to level up Mel in the mode. Okay, this will make sense later if you don't know what I'm talking about. You have to level up Mel in the mode, and when you hit those thresholds, you will unlock these naturally. And that is literally the only benefit, right? So I actually don't need to level up Mel right now. So that out of the way, only Ian is the one that I want, and I'm trying to get in Wrath level 20, kind of like a, it's kind of like a mission for our free-to-play journey, right? We want to get at least one hero, our farming hero, to level 20, so that is a goal of mine. So, and we have a bunch of gold, 129,000, and I think what we're going to be doing first, before we jump into Great Rift, is do a bunch of scrolls. Yes, let's do a bunch of scrolls. We want to save keys in batches of 4 now, because they essentially change chests to be very good. If you guys haven't been following, they made it to where many things show up in your key chest, your relic chest now, so it is actually highly sought after. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do all of these scrolls. We are looking specifically for In-Wrath tokens or Ian. In-Wrath tokens or Ian, so we did all that. Cool. My luck sucks. And how much are we gonna roll? That is the big question. I am getting a bunch of experience. I think we might roll down all 136,000 or however much we get. Okay. I think we're just gonna spam Rosette tokens. Fantastic. I'm just gonna save that, and then I think we're just gonna roll, man. Honestly, this is a lot of scrolls, man. This is a lot of scrolls. But to be honest, this is literally once you hit to this point, you're gonna be doing this for a long time. Oh man, whether you do Great Rift or you spam chapter 10 invasion mode, luckily if you're getting into King God Castle right now, they are planning to release the newest set of chapters, invasion season 2 essentially, within this year. So you are in the golden age of pretty much King God Castle. Now, those of you guys who've been around since chapter 10 was released, you guys know we've been waiting for a long time. It's funny because like you always see like new players start playing King God Castle like recently, and they're just like, when's the next chapter, before they announced season 2 Invasion was gonna come out, and we're just like, dude, we've been waiting for like a year and a half or whatever, right? So it is very good. You are living in you're choosing a good time to start King God Castle is what I'll say. This is what I'll say. You have Stripe Battlefield now, you have Great Rift now. It's okay. We got Tia, pretty good. And for Great Rift, we have to go through phase 0 and all the way up to phase 15. Inrad, no shield. Oh my gosh. But yeah, we're gonna be going phase 0 all the way to phase 15. Now it's been a while since I haven't gone through phase 0 to phase 15 again. Other than when it got first released, right, on my main account. So it's been a while, but I'm pretty sure that's funny that we got Kane. I'm pretty sure that you can. So like, say for example, we want to get to phase 15, right? We actually have to do each phase separately, if that makes sense. So it's gonna take a long, it's not gonna take that long, but I mean, if you're me, what I'm saying, your boy, I can do it pretty fast. And so we're looking for the most cookie cutter, brain dead comp that will get us to phase 15 first, and then we'll worry about completing it with every other altar. And as of the current patch, the recording of this, man, this is a lot of freaking gold, man. We're gonna be pulling for a while, boys. The most brain dead cup as of the recording of this video in Great Rift, in my opinion, you guys know what I'm about to you guys know what I'm about to say. Blacksmith Tia, and I have Tia, so we're gonna do Blacksmith Tia. The plan is Blacksmith Tia all the way to phase 15. I know it might be a little boring, but you gotta do what it takes, man. So phase 15 it's the fastest as well, man. It's the most brain dead, less RNG. Now Great Rift is all about RNG, okay? So we're probably going to be failing in the middle there a lot, and we're going to be failing a lot when we are doing Nabella, new hero. Okay, she is not great right now. But yeah, we're gonna be failing as well. It's an RNG mode. You can't have the perfect run, but what I always say is that if you over time you play a long time, and then you know how to negate the randomness. You can only negate it as much as you can. And even for me, I get screwed on RNG all the time. Okay, you guys know RNG not great. My RNG is awful. But you play long enough, and you can kind of do as many right things as you can. Sometimes not enough. Sometimes it's about comp as well, like what your comp you're using. And now there's last boss in Great Rift, and it could be either the 3 bosses, right? So RNG might screw you over because you got the wrong boss, right? Like, say for example, you're doing a comp and you're like, well, I hope I get the 2 other bosses, and guess what? You get the one, right, that your comp sucks at, right? And that's just an insta quit. So you're probably gonna see some of that. Let's just do all the way to 50k, dude. This is gonna take freaking forever. The animation is not the fastest. Oh my. And pretty much this is your life, man. This is King God Castle at its finest. Estia, we're getting new heroes. Okay. But yeah, you pretty much do this. You just do this. So you farm Invasion, farm Great Rift, wherever you want. You do your investigation, building stuff, wherever you're getting your gold. You accumulate that. And then you just do common scrolls. And then you just get all the heroes. And then you just hope that you get hero tokens. And that is the King God Castle life. And yeah, you reach to this stage pretty fast. Man, I'm getting everyone's hero tokens but the one I want, Hairong. Oh, I don't have Hairong yet? Okay, okay. See, this is what I mean. Eventually, you're just gonna get all the heroes that you want. Just by doing this. Literally, a new hero, boom. Yeah, we're only doing 50, dude. This is gonna take forever. This is gonna freaking take forever. Can I do like a scaler, please? Please. Jupiter. But yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. That is what we're gonna be doing. Now, I love Great Rift. Okay, I love Great Rift. A lot of people are gonna like, if you're like, oh, I farm Great Rift, you're always gonna have those people. You know, they're nothing against, you know, people have their own, you know, things, right? You know, I'm just gonna keep on doing some more while I talk. But you know, you go into like official Discord and you're like, oh, I just play Great Rift, and you're like, oh, why are you playing Great Rift? That's like awful. That's like a scam. You don't get a lot of money. That's kind of true, but it's fun, right? And if I like, you're like, oh, you can either play Great Rift, and yeah, you might suffer on the gold sum, right? You will. You do get less rewards, essentially. It is better now, but if you want like the min max, you want the best amount of gold per food, you want to farm highest chapter, highest phase, 5 food runs, right? That's always been the case, but Great Rift is fun. So it's kind of give and take, right? It's kind of give and take, and there's no way that they can make rewards for Great Rift higher than Invasion, because otherwise people are just gonna play Great Rift, right? And obviously that they don't want that. They don't want that. So there's got to be a little give and take, unfortunately. Can I get an NRAT token, please? 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 But yeah. Great Rift is going to be fun. It's just kind of tedious, you know? It's kind of tedious. Because we actually have to do it. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, we can do the same comp all the way to phase 15, and then once we hit phase 15, we have to unlock phase 15. Ooh, we got mono. Oh, we already have mono. Okay. We just have to unlock phase 15, and then once we unlock phase 15, then we can start completing it with different altars, because we're gonna be focused on blacksmith first. That's 100% the easiest. Mage is going to be kind of difficult. If it gets too difficult, well, Mage is not as difficult nowadays because Rye exists. Rye is very strong. Rye is extremely strong in Great Rift as well. So, you know, the only other time where a hero was kind of busted was when Ian was released. And Ian was absolutely bonkers on release. And he destroyed everything in Great Rift as well. So, he is not as great, but he is still pretty good. You know what? I'm just gonna... Oh, okay, Victoria tokens. I'm just gonna roll all the way. Oh, you know, might as well. I'm already down at freaking 17,000. Might as well, you know? Might as freaking well. Great Rift only requires food, so whatever. I mean... Might as well. Come on, Inwrath, please. Mercil. Oh, I don't have Mercil yet? Okay. Look at this. All the new heroes. All you know, all the new players... You know, they're just like, oh, I want to spend gems on daily reroll shops. I want to spend gems on scrolls. Oh, man. Like, look at this. All you have to do is roll freaking gold, and you just get new heroes up the wazoo, you know? This is pretty much all you do. Then once you roll all the way down, right? You roll all the way down, and then you go back to grinding your gold. And then you build back up, and then guess what? You do more of these. And then guess what? You go and grind some more, and then you go back here and do this again, right? And then you eventually you're gonna get every character, you're gonna max them out level 20, and then you eventually join a raiding guild because you start getting bored and you start learning about raid, and then you're in top, you know, rank 1 in raids one day, and then guess what? You start getting burned out, and you're just like, I know everything now, and then you quit, right? And that's kind of like, man, I need to do a video on like the life cycle of kinggodcastle players. I'm pretty old in King God Castle, bro. You know, I've been playing for a long time. I am not new. I might say I've been playing longer than a lot of people that you might think have played a long time, and I've played longer than them probably. So, but yeah, I'm broke now officially, and I'm still needing NRAD tokens. I only have 70, so for next season, I'm saving up for this thing, and then for Ray, when it resets, I'm getting this thing, and there is Dominion stuff. I have all my stuff maxed out. There is this thing, so you can turn smileys. 20k is the max, and I've been getting the scrolls, and you pretty much turn 20,000 smileys into one of these. You can add some more stuff if you do investigations. I have not been doing investigations. If you do investigations, the thing is though, investigation is kind of scaled off of your hero level. So if right now I'm not leveling up all the heroes, but if you are leveling up your heroes, like everything level 8, maybe for this account we'll do all the heroes level 8. Maybe that's a thing that we might be doing, but it is scaled off of like the hero symbols and what level they are. But since they're level 1, it is power evaluations insufficient, right? So like maybe like we do easy, right? We can do easy here, right? But it is not very effective, and for me specifically, because my heroes aren't, you know, high enough level. I haven't been leveling up my heroes, okay? But if you guys have been leveling up your heroes, and because if you actually choose to do this, you actually get if you do like this easy, you get these things, these ores. Then you can use those ores to combine them with your alchemy workshop. So say you have 20k of this, I don't have 20k, but then you can add your ores, and then you can get your alchemy thing up higher, and you can get better rewards. And then you can get things like the King's tokens and things like that, which is, it will accelerate your progress. But for this account, in my case in particular, I have not leveled up my heroes. Maybe we will try to level up all the heroes 8, and that might be like a thing in the future. But right now, yeah, everyone's level 1 because resources are scarce. So let's go ahead and do our Great Rift. So number 1, we click this gear that you see, the gear symbol, right? We do the gear, and we are wanting to start with Tia. Now, if you don't have Tia, okay, so I have the luxury of having Tia. If you don't have Tia, maybe I would recommend you to wait until you get Tia. But Blacksmith works with a lot of different characters, okay? So I'm gonna do Tia now. A Blacksmith works with Hanzi, but I don't really recommend her. But if you just have Hanzi, then you gotta do what you gotta do. Victoria is really good as well. Let's see. Armis, you can do Armis. Blacksmith, you can do Neria Blacksmith, Bommy Blacksmith. You can do a lot of heroes Blacksmith, but usually range carries. But Tia is kind of like the de facto Blacksmith, okay? But yeah, we're gonna start with that, and then of course altars, we are stuck with the standard 6, and it costs 5. And if we go down here, if you notice, Great Rift, you see all of this, right? So it will be cleared with etc. We can't do the altar death because that is pay to win, okay? We're not gonna buy that, so this is not in our agenda, and we want to clear all of these, and then we want to see all these phase 15. That is the goal, okay? So we're gonna be doing that. Great Rift, boom, let's go. Now, if you've never seen Great Rift before, this might be a little overwhelming, but yeah, there are challenges. So when you click view map, it's like a roguelike, right? So it follows its own system, essentially, right? So you actually move around with these arrow buttons, right? And the first thing that you want to do is recruit new heroes. So you see these things, and you actually have to go there into those rooms, and these allow you to pick from a pool of heroes to add to your team. So we're gonna go, let's try to go this one. The rule of thumb for floor 1, there are 9 floors. Floor 1, this is a boss, by the way, and this is a mini boss. This is like a mystery room. These are just regular mob rooms. So we are wanting to always get our additional heroes first. And if you notice, each you kind of want to get silver, unless you're hurting, but you slowly regen health after each room. But you'll notice once we get this is phase 0, by the way, that when we go to higher phases, Let me think. Hold on. So if you notice, like, we can grab heroes even if we don't. I don't know if I have the Curated. Do I have the Curated? I don't know. But pretty much, we don't actually have to own the hero to see them pop up here. And that is what I was trying to say, right? So yeah, we're going to be doing that. But I was saying, if you click the hero, it doesn't abide by your typical tiers 1 through 7 rule for level up. So... like for example here, so these are your level 4 potential, right? That I have unlocked, level 8 potential, and then awaken ability. And you see these star things. This is the system that it works with in Great Rift. So at 5 star or whatever, tier 5 right here, you unlock 4. The next one's tier 13, and then tier 21 is we unlock the awaken ability. So we don't actually have to awaken the hero in our actual barracks. Right, we can just level them here, right? And then this is why this mode is so fun, is because you know, if you don't have all the heroes or you don't have them level up, but guess what? You can try them out in this mode and see if you like them, right? Which is pretty cool. Very cool. Inwrath, Evan. Okay, we're gonna get Lily. So the build. Okay, the build. The build. There's a lot of stuff happening in Great Rift. Okay, I can't explain everything. I'll try to as I go along, but pretty much the build is that we only need Tia, and we are looking for so these are relics. Okay, so this is kind of like rewards you can pick from. These are runes. Runes are specifically only for Great Rift, so they do different things. And these are some items. These are tier up equipments, and then these are relics. So for relics give you altar points, and altar points are very important in Great Rift. We're looking for orange, the blacksmith one, okay, specifically, and we can hold 4 relics right now. And you see that I have a hammer thing in my inventory. This is for runes. So you know how these essentially polish items. The hammers polish runes to up tier them, right? Essentially books for items and like runes. But yeah, the rule of thumb: get the heroes, and then you go to the mini boss, and then you go to the final boss. That is usually the rule of thumb. Now there are cases in the future. Okay, but we want bow. Okay, so we're looking for bows for Tia. Now this is a boss. Spread them out a little bit. This is the Disciple of Monsters. Pretty much pretty easy. Floor 1 boss, really easy. And these are unique bosses just for right, but I'm gonna get the Book of Power. So so let's just go back, okay? Book of Power. So let's just go back, okay? So each floor, okay, we get some stuff. We get some gold, XP, some stuff, and then we can just go and exit the next floor. Or you can actually save and exit. So you can actually save and exit and then go back to it later if you don't want to do it. So we're going to keep on going. And there it is. So our comp, okay, that we're going to be going for, and books, by the way, give you XP, okay? If you notice, I'm trying, Tia is going to be my main carry, so I'm trying to put books to her. And the max tier level in Great Rift is 25. So our main concern is we just want Tia and like maybe a buffer. So Mono is great. Mono is fantastic. So we have a linker. Mono is a link type hero that buffs attack. And Tia is based on attack. So it's perfect. And pretty much we're just going to be running this. Now, we don't really need the Hera. I don't really need any of this, so we'll just go with that, I guess. And then this thing is a merchant shop, so let's go to it. It's a merchant, and you can actually sell stuff, right? And you can actually sell and buy stuff. This is a hero merchant, so you can actually sell or buy, and you can reroll the shop and everything. I don't want Hera, so I'm going to do that. And then for this guy is a item merchant. You can sell stuff there, and she is kind of like a... you can actually remove equipment or remove a rune. So you can only have 3 items, equipment equipped, and then you can only have 3 runes equipped on a hero. So you can actually buy, you can de-equip stuff in Great Rift, which is pretty cool. But yeah. So the only other thing that we're looking at, so we're going to be going Mono, Tia, and then like 1 tank. And Lily is going to be our tank in this case, I guess. The only other person that this is kind of like a corruption thing. So if you accept, you know, accept this condition and then you get like better rewards. Of course, I'm going to do it because it's pretty easy. But yeah, instead of Lily, I would like a so blade crown. So we are lacking relics. We need blacksmith. But Gidnil would be the other hero that I would like, but not 100% necessary. Boom, shock trooper mace is great. So is very important to notice that the left stat, so I'm gonna go ahead and get it. The left stat is blacksmith, right? The right one, so the left stat is blacksmith, whatever it is, it's static. I can't change it. The right one, you can actually reroll with forge stones, right? So that is just the one thing to keep in mind, is that the left stat is static. The right one you can always change. And we want to change this from greed to something else for sure, because it's not that great. And we're going for a blacksmith. And the maximum amount of altar points that you can have for one is 25. Yeah, 25. We're going to get the polishing rune. And there are a specific set of runes that we are trying to go for. Now we have 1100. I kind of we're actually gonna save the money. We're gonna save the money. Let's go to the boss, blacksmith boss. This guy is probably one of the hardest. The first like 4 or 5 bosses are the same bosses but in different orders, and depending on the order that you have it, it's more difficult, if that makes sense. So blacksmith boss is really strong, but it is only strong if it's on floor 4 or floor 5, right? So if you get blacksmith boss early, he can't show up anymore, right? So that's very good. So there are some things and strategies that you can go with that, the more you get familiar with Great Rift. So obviously sometimes you can kind of, you know, guess what the next boss is when you get the later floors. Let's go ahead and do this. So once you go here, this is an altar room. You get to choose one of these, and it will give you 10 points into what you have. Now we're going for blacksmith. We don't see blacksmith here, so we're not going to get it. You can only get 1 out of the 6. So we're going to close it, skip out on it on this floor, and it will show up on the next floor, guaranteed. So that is what we're going to be doing. Boom. So you can see we're tier 16 right now, so almost level 21, almost. We want triple bows on Tia. Affixes will be kind of important as well, but what makes this really important is, you know, I'm just gonna do this. Swords on mono to buff, okay? I don't see Gidnil. This is this. Now, there are different types of runes. So there are normal runes, which are white runes. So these are white runes. You'll see that once we start, you know, getting and seeing other runes, there are altar specific runes. And we're going to be going for blacksmith runes specific. There's a certain setup. So we're looking for 1 living sword rune and 2, whatchamacallit, bombardment. So we're gonna get this, we can get the relic forge. So this is a forge, you can do it 1 time, right? You can get a bunch of them. So we wanna roll this, right? So this will roll the second set. You can see it highlighted right here. So if you do it, it'll RNG to another altar. Boom, we got heroes. Which is, it's okay. Not exactly what we want, you know, not exactly. You know, overall, it's kind of a slow start, not gonna lie. We really want, and then you want to upgrade your rune, right? So we will start getting this, which will upgrade this one. Okay, we're gonna save our money. We'll save our money. Boom. This is a giant boss. He's kind of annoying if he's later because, if you don't have life still or something like that, or don't have enough damage to interrupt his channel, then you'll die. All right, Great. So we have blacksmith. So this is double blacksmith that will give us a lot. Now the rune itself is okay, but I'm still gonna get it because we're lacking. So we're gonna get the book because I want XP. Boom. We're just gonna go through it super easy. I want Tia to be on my main carry, and then boom, you see boots of advancement, and we can go here. Boom, boom, boom. And then this one is guaranteed blacksmith, so we're gonna get that. Boom. So now let's check it out. We have 18 points in blacksmith. So the more altar points that we have in an altar, the more often its runes will show up. So in my opinion, I always try to get my relics established and as many altars points that I can get for whatever I'm going for. And see, boom, this is one of the components that we want. So we're gonna be getting that. I'm just gonna give it to her. But yeah, so you kind of want to establish your relics first and then try to get as many altar points that you want, at least 20, because that is when the keystone runes pop up. There's one really strong rune, right, for every altar, and you need at least 20 altar points for it to show up. But that is kind of like the rule of thumb, right? So once we level these two up, we'll get 25 super easy, right? So level up our relics, and on top of this entire thing, we are trying to get our items and runes in place. So we're going for 1 living sword, 2 bombardment. So we already have a living sword tier 2, and each thing can go to tier 4, right? That's max tier. So we want living sword, we want bombardment here, and then bombardment here. You can stack runes, by the way, and depending on what it is, sometimes it stacks, sometimes it doesn't, if I remember right. But generally, they stack, generally. And we are tier 21, so we have awakening, and I don't have Tia awaken in my actual barracks, right? So that is the benefit of living sword, like tier 3 living sword. So we just need this to be tier 3, and then we can combine and we'll get a tier 4. But so with 20 points in our altar points, each altar has a level 20 effect. So at the level 20 blacksmith effect, you get a philosopher's stone, and this stone, this shows up in Tower Trials and even in Strat Battlefield, you get to turn an item for into something else based on cost, right? The first one's always free, and then at each floor, the cost will reset to 0. So not exactly how it functions in the Strat Battlefield, a much better version for sure. So we're going for bows and on Tia, swords on Mono. Since we have Tia awaken, you want to do the left one, the avoid risk one. Living sword, good. Now we can buy that, so I'm gonna go ahead and sell these because I don't want them. And we have been saving money. You know what, let's do this and then sell. You can actually sell the items that people are equipping. So for example, like I have this rune equipped, right, and I want to take it off. You don't need to like buy a rune remover, remove the rune, then put this on, right? You can simply just sell. This is a neat trick. You can sell the item that they're holding and it will essentially de-equip it. You can do it like that instead of having to buy a rune remover and all this stuff, right? So we're gonna Arson's not bad. Like if you're running Victoria, Arson's very good, but we're not running that. We want bombardment, so we're gonna do a refresh and we're gonna hope bombardment comes up. Please, we're gonna refresh. There's a max that you can refresh this. We're gonna refresh it one more time and hopefully bombardment. No. See, that's my RNG. That's my RNG right there. That's my RNG. My RNG. Okay. We could do this, or we're kind of lacking items, so I'm gonna do this, and then since we're about to finish the floor, try to convert this to a bow. Please. Oh, please. Please. Bow, please. You know how much money I'm spending right now, dude? Okay. Oh my goodness. I spent so much money. I just spent so much money. Holy. Now this guy acts like the floor 15 guy. I should say the floor 15 guy acts like this guy because this guy kind of, I don't, yeah, you know. But anyway, so pretty much like once he gets, you know, unfortunate for this guy, Tia is pretty much the straight counter of this boss. Like it's, yeah, this is GG for them. But pretty much when this boss reaches 1 health, he'll turn into an undying state and then keep smacking you for a bit. Yeah, so he's an undying, you can't kill him, and then once the duration goes out, he just dies. Boom, right? But yeah. Spike log, more blacksmith. That is what you like to see. You know what? We'll go straight blacksmith. And then we have one of those. Let's go ahead and get another bow. Yeah, let's go ahead and get another bow. Boom. Boom. Okay, so our affixes are kind of trash. I mean, there is, you know, we want chain attack or split. Now, eventually, there is a room that will allow you to convert stuff, and you'll see it later. We can convert items, and we can try for a better affix. So, there is an option in the future. So, polish equipment, we have this option as well. Tier up an item. Now, if you're wondering what this living sword thing does, pretty much, whenever you do white damage, you will gain a shield. Now, the white damage doesn't come through, not quite yet, because we actually don't have bombardment, or we don't have, like, split and stuff. Because those effects give you white damage, and then you get like a huge shield and you can't die unless you get popped at the beginning. That's like the only way. But we are kind of unlucky with the affixes, but we'll see. Here's another rune vendor, which is very good. Let's go ahead and do this room first. So you can always revisit the merchant, by the way. It is not like you go to the merchant once and like if you leave, you're closed off, right? You can go back to it. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. We're gonna do the boss. Now we do have excess blacksmith, like a lot of excess. So if we get forge stones, we definitely want to change this to like something like blood, for example. Let's go ahead and get this because this is a tier 4 item, and we can change it to hopefully a bow. Yeah, and you see that split? Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. All right, so let's try to get. Can we sell anything? We don't need this. Now let's see, bombardment. Oh, bombardment. Ay. And we're gonna, since it's a tier 3, we match it with the same hammer. Tier 3, boom. Tier 4, boom. Now, there's a % chance to deal extra damage based on attack upon dealing damage, which is very good because Tia does a lot of damage very fast. So you can kind of see this boss kind of getting deleted, and you kind of see that white armor getting built up on Tia, and there it is. Essentially blacksmith Tia. Oh, another bombardment. Fantastic. And once you get to this point, boom, see like we almost got the build right. And once you start getting your bombardments and stuff like that, it is GG. Like so once you get enough, it is really about affixes. So luckily I did roll that 25% split damage right here, this one, the affix, which is very important. So we kind of want to change, so this is the change room. So you can either change a rune into another rune, or you can change an equipment that you'll re-roll that item to get a better affix. So we want to keep this one. The execute is really nice, so we're going to re-roll this one. So this one is extremely good. 40% execute with 25% split is freaking amazing. So we're gonna get that. Boom. Now we have full items. Bombardment needs to be tier 4, and then pretty much we're good, man. We like is GG. Like nothing can stop us, literally. Besides us like dying by, I don't know, CC or something, because we don't have Gidnil, right? Oh, I lied. 25 is not the highest level. Wait, hold on. It's been a while, boys. I'm gonna buy this. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. Go ahead and do that. What is the highest level again? 27? Is it 27? 30? Is it 30? I think it's 30. Man, I've been lying. I've been lying to you guys. 30. I won't lie. It has been a little bit since I played Great. Is it level 30? I don't know. We're about to see though. We're about to see. Do you see the damage? Do you? Ultimate smelting. You really want this, okay? You want to put this on your tank. So we're gonna be putting it on Lily. You don't want to put it on your actual, you know, person. Gidnil. No Gidnil. To be honest, the only other thing that I'm looking for, I don't really need Gidnil. Lily just died. Whatever. Do you see the damage? Do you see the damage? Revive. All right. Nice. Next. I'm gonna put this. Kind of has like all the affixes on it. It is not that great, to be honest with you, but I'm gonna put it on the tank because then she can revive. Okay. XP? No, you can just get all of it. Yeah, I think it's 30. It's freaking 30, bro. It's 30. It's 30. Gidnil. No. I'm gonna sell some of this. I don't need it. Don't pop me, please. Okay. Easy. We're gonna go ahead and do this. Now the only other like thing you could really do is putting making sure Mono has full swords, pretty much, because that'll buff Tia a lot. So there's that. Rune converter, don't need that. Do we want to change this? Yes. This one's kind of useless. We have enough points for like everything, so let's just change this. Mass is this is also meh. Aw, man. I mean, this 15. Yeah, it's okay. You know what? Let's just do mask. I guess. This is not great, dude. I mean, Horn of the Guard. Yeah, okay, Horn. Let's do Horn. You get more XP. It's fine. Lily is also Awakened. I forgot, so we want to do Charge. Definitely always Charge. Mono assistance for sure. And then we'll do that. Yeah. And I guess we want to re-roll some stats, basically. Get this. Boo the boss. Easy. I guess I'll just do this. Then we'll do this. Do I give this to, you know what? Boom. Why not? Oh, it's 32. It's 32. Yeah. That's right. Level 32 is the max, boys. Level 32 is the max. That's right. You know, it's been a minute. Now, this boss is very difficult if you don't have the correct setup. If your comp isn't set up to be able to do floor 7 boss. This is floor 7, by the way. Saras, he's after you know, floor 5, all the bosses are static besides the last boss. Last boss, it can be one of 3 choices. And on floor 7, you can actually see what that boss is. So I'll show you once we kill this guy. But a lot of new players, they can't pass this floor, the Saras fight, because their comp, you can't do Rift completely consistently without like a stable comp, if that makes sense. Let's go ahead and do Anvil, I guess, and put it on mono. Boom. Put that. It will increase the stats on that, and then let's roll for some of this. We want like blood. We get none of those. Great. That is my luck. Purify rune. Sure. We can just give Lily the coward, I guess. And then this is where the floors get really difficult if your team isn't ready, right? This is really like, this is like the check if your team is good or not, essentially, once you start getting to these floors. Oh my gosh. Let me think. Oh, we can do this one too, right? There you go. Let's do one person, I guess, and do mono. I have to be careful though, because mono, I'll do Lily, because if mono is the same tier or higher than my Tia, he won't insta-cast, and that's kind of bad. So that's just based on his awakening. And what's cool about Great Rift is that, you know, like, you don't have a lot of experience playing a lot of the heroes, right? So I'm just gonna do this. So Great Rift kind of allows you to play around with heroes that you don't own, or mess around with some stuff that you're like, oh, how does this character work, right? Like, I don't own them or whatever. So you can use Great Rift as a way to like try them out, essentially, if you want to invest in them. So it's a very good, you know, very good mode to like check that out. But you'll definitely die a lot. You'll definitely die a lot, for sure. 15 blood, there you go. And that's it. That's it, man. Let's go ahead and change this to something. Anvil, we'll put that on you. It's pretty much GG. Like, once you kind of have this comp going, it's GG. Like, you can kill everything. You literally can kill everything. It's over. You know, actually over. This boss, there's 3 of them, and you see these TP things on the floor right here. These act like TP scrolls, but they're free. They don't cost health. So you want to put your units on them, and then they'll appear on these 3 spots back here. So you definitely want to put your carry in the spot to go into the back, if you didn't know that existed. And yes, we just deleted everyone. Blacksmith Tia. What can I say? What can I say? Okay, floor 9. Now, I forgot to show you guys what, how to check for the boss. So if you go to view map, you see the thing up here. Do you see the boss? So this symbol can be one of 3, and whatever symbol it is, that means you're gonna get that boss. So this boss symbol is Moo, which is the original OG boss, Moo. And then if you see the dragon, that's the dragon boss. And if you see the 3, like that, like this one eye thing, that's the eyeball boss, the squid boss, right? And the squid boss It depends on what your comp is and who you ask, but the eyeball boss sucks, man. But the dragon, the dragon boss is equally as bad in some cases, depending. But this is phase 0, so like it's super easy, you know, like you get everything. Now, once we do phase 15, you're gonna see a lot of hint, like you know, you can see why phase 15 is some struggle, you know. Now, technically, we can just go straight to the boss and like be happy with it. Cause I like, just based on experience and seeing how like I have everything in my comp and how strong I am, I know for sure that I can beat the last boss, you know, without any problem. So let's just, if you wanted to, you can go through all the rooms. If you want, just completion's sake, you could do it, but I know I am 100% strong enough, right? So let's just go and do it. Moo, there's nothing special that you need to worry about. Now, I do recommend you doing breeze at the beginning, and you will burst the boss down really fast. So you'll see us bursting him down. Boom. And there it is, more than enough. Hella overkill. Look at the achievements. Heck yeah. Now you do get points, and there is like a leaderboard thing, but you know, it resets. It's very similar to like your ooh, look at all this, all the scrolls. It's very similar to like your invasion leaderboards. It resets. It doesn't really mean much. It's just bragging rights. Here's, you can achievements, so you can get cool like rewards like banners and things like that. So there's incentives and all of this. You can see what challenges you can do. Obtain all the relics, all the divine gifts, defeat Saras, this is the floor 7 boss 10 times, and all of this, and you can get cool flags and stuff. So if you notice, Rift, we just completed phase 0, and now if we go up one, we do phase 1. You get more extra rewards. And then now you see there's an effect. Rift Veil appears on the map. Now, if you go all the way down to phase 15, okay, you can see all bosses upgraded, right? That means the bosses are harder. Once you get to phase 15, if you do phase 15, you have this modifier plus every other one before that. So you're playing with this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one on phase 15. That's why phase 15 can be very difficult, right? But you know, we're building back up. So to unlock phase 2, we need to do phase 1. So boom, phase 1, right? Yeah, phase 1, and then we do it again up until phase 15. And once we hit phase 15, if we can check right here, phase 15, so boom, it says that cleared with altar blacksmith. Rift phase 0, and then we're gonna go phase 15, and then it doesn't matter what altar that we do. So generally, if you're trying to pass, you are trying to kind of force a comp. Sometimes that is because of the RNG nature. It's kind of hard to force a comp, but in this case we are forcing a comp. But over I would say it takes experience to force a comp, but sometimes RNG doesn't favor you. But yeah, that is the start of the Great Rift Arc. It has been fun. In the next video, we're gonna be climbing up again. As always, thumbs if you liked this, subs if you loved it, and I'll see you next one, boys. Later.